by Rosie O'Donnell, because it looks like her drug-addicted daughter is at it again, to the point where Rosie has removed her daughter from her $80 million fortune. So she ain't getting a dime out of her. And now this girl, but they said that I believe the girl went, that this was booked after Chelsea decided that she wanted to take on her biological mother's last name. So, according to newly revealed documents, O'Donnell amended her estate plans on January 6th, on the child, not January 6th, of all days, to remove Chelsea from two separate trusts, effectively cutting her off from any share of her estimated $80 million fortune. This revelation came shortly before Rosie left the United States for Ireland, reportedly in protest of Donald Trump's reelection. That's why she did it. It was like it was a middle finger to Trump and a middle finger to her. Now, in return, Chelsea took legal action of her own, petitioning to change her surname to Newens, Neuens. I guess that's how you say Newens. The maiden name of her birth mother, Deanna McCauley, saying, quote, Chelsea didn't really care, or really didn't care that Rosie wrote her out. I mean, who wouldn't want to have access to millions? But for Chelsea, it's not about the money. It's about feeling wanted and loved, and that's something she feels she has never really had from Rosie. And I do have the receipts, so hold on, because we got it there. So it says at the time of execution of this indenture, the donor's children are Parker O'Donnell, Chelsea O'Donnell, as aka Chelsea, Blake O'Donnell, Vivian Rose O'Donnell, and Dakota O'Donnell. However, for all purposes of this indenture, the terms the donor's children, child of the donor, issue of the donor, and any term of like import shall not include Chelsea or any issue of Chelsea. Bitch. Now, Chelsea, one of 5 children adopted by Rosie, has faced a series of personal and legal issues in recent years. She is currently living in a sober house in Marinette, Wisconsin, and was sentenced to 6 years probation on March 31st after pleading guilty of various felony and misdemeanor charges, including child neglect and drug-related offenses. A violation of her probation could result in years behind bars. Now, in response to inquiries about her daughter, Rosie directed attention to a 30-verse poem she shared via Substack titled My Child Chelsea. What is up with everybody in these damn Substacks? But wait, there's more, because we have this receipt of her filing to change her name. She got horrible handwriting, by the way, but that's neither here nor there. But, you know, it's the Virgo on me. I'll just be pointing out the stuff. It's like, oh God, that handwriting is terrible. Now, while she didn't mention finances in the poem, she did reflect on the name change, saying, quote, she wishes to change her last name to her birth mom's maiden name. Doesn't make sense to me. I am not her, Rosie wrote. Trust documents obtained by the press revealed the exclusion was thorough. The terms child of the donor, issue of the donor, and any term of like import should not include Chelsea. Okay, I read that already. But that was me from when I read the thing before. Now I'm reading it in the story, in the report. So the document also shows that Rosie holds $27 million on life insurance. Chelsea's removal from the trust means she forfeits a potential $5.4 million payout from the amount alone. According to reports, Rosie made sure Chelsea received a copy of the revised trust to make her decision clear. Well, I guess the reason why we found this out is, and I'm guessing, I don't even think Rosie even put this out here. I think Chelsea went and put this out here. The press picked it up. And now we're talking about it. So now Rosie and Chelsea's relationship has been marked by tension and public disagreement. So back in 2017, Rosie spoke openly about Chelsea's struggles, saying she was born addicted to heroin and described her as very sick, adding she is not capable of truth or reason. Now, Chelsea has told her side of the story too, saying in an earlier interview with DailyMail.com, she alleged that Rosie once threatened her with a wine bottle over a tattoo. At the time, Chelsea was pregnant and declared that Rosie would not be part of her son's life, a pregnancy that sadly ended in miscarriage. Now a mother of 4, Chelsea has 3 children living with their father, while their youngest is in foster care. Because remember, when we first talked about Chelsea and the fact that the police came and arrested her and her boyfriend after a dispute, a domestic dispute. They walked up in the house smelled like all kinds of whatever. It stunk from here to Timbuktu, trash everywhere. The child was in filth. There was drug paraphernalia all around the damn house where the child could have gotten her hands on it. And even though you're an infant, the child would have got their hands on it, it'd have been a wrap. Like we just heard a story that a kid died because they drank some liquid out of the refrigerator that had, I think, fentanyl and something mixed in it. So y'all lacing y'all juice and things with drugs. Kids minding their business, just need something to drink, go in the refrigerator, go to drink it, end up dead. Because y'all out here can't control y'all goddamn impulses and need to get high because life is so damn hard for y'all to handle without the use of drugs. So, yeah, apparently she don't have custody of none of her damn children. She out here being a hot mess. And you know what? If you was my child, I'd have cut your ass off too. Because I feel like at this point, I'd be trying to help you and you don't want the help. You're a lost cause to me. I'm not going to sit out here and keep trying to help somebody that's got this disease that don't want to fix and better themselves. So I know it may sound harsh to some people, but oh well. Go argue with your mammy. I don't give a good goddamn. And I've raised a child, so I know. Physically, it wasn't my child, my goddaughter. I raised her. Now she's off living her best life. So I know what it's like to raise a child in this world. I know. Mother has lived. I've told y'all this. I've been around a long time. So now they said that Chelsea's exclusion from the estate marks a final chapter in what has been one of the most public and painful familial separations in Hollywood. Whether or not the relationship can be mended in the future remains to be seen, but for now, both women appear to be going their separate ways legally, emotionally, and in name. So it's like, yeah, if I don't have a relationship with you or whatever, unfortunately, it's like, there's no way I can create this bond. Right now, I'm out in Ireland, not dealing with all this craziness. I'm focusing on my child who has special needs and is non-binary. We're living out in Ireland. My other kids are grown and they live in a life. They still have a place in my heart and my finances because then when, the shit hits the fan and I leave this earth, they'll get a piece of, whatever, and they're being taken care of. But Chelsea is, at this point, like she said, a lost cause. I've washed my hands of her. She has lied on me. She has done a whole bunch of other crazy things. Doesn't want, and all the other things. So we don't necessarily know all the nuances and the ins and outs, but I understand why. Rosie's just like, okay, well, if this is a game you won't play, I'm cutting you out of my shit. And you got to figure out how you going to do it. If you want to go over there and be with your birth mother, then let your birth mother take care of you. Have her try to give you whatever money she got in her account. You ain't getting my millions. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story? Whatever your thoughts are in this drama surrounding Rosie O'Donnell and her estranged adopted daughter, Chelsea, not Clinton, let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.